Once again, we are here with another video, and this is about who is going to dethrone every champion. Now, obviously, there is, in my videos, I don't do a lot of NXT stuff. The only NXT champions that I have is the North American Champion and the NXT Championship. So, you already know I always go against Santi Zap's opinions, and sometimes I'll go with them. And yeah, and that's it. So before we get started, I just want to say that there's a champion that was already crowned yesterday that Santi Zap hasn't talked about. And this happened, and his video was on Thursday. So now let's actually get started. So in my last video, Tony D'Angelo was North American champion. And in my last prediction video, so I said it could be Ridge Holland or P Dunne, one of the Brawling Brutes or the ex Brawling Brutes. But we have something else, and I think Santi Zap predicted this in like a later Who's Going to Dethrone Every Champion video, and it was Sean Spears, and technically he didn't get it right, but if it was a long time ago, he would have got it right. So that brings the question: who is going to dethrone Sean Spears? So Santi Zap thinks it's going to be Ricky Saints. But no, I don't think it's going to be Ricky Saints because I have him in a different program. And do you know who I replaced Ricky Saints for Javon Evans. And that is, to me, it's kind of simple that Javon Evans is going to be um going to be North American champion first instead of NXT champion. So, oh yeah, another thing with the North American Championship, it always goes to a black person, and then it goes to a different race, basically, and that's what they always do. Hold up, notification. Um, yeah, it always goes to a different race, like two times, and then later it'll go to another black champion, which is like Javon Evans, Obafemi, or like whoever. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about So speaking of Obafemi, let's talk about him. So in Sanchez video, he says it's going to be Javon Evans. And what also Sanchez does, he always does like people that can like just fictional characters that can actually dethrone Obafemi. Now here is mine. Okay, you ready? Black Mega Evolved Charizard. Now he spits blue flamethrower. And do I like Obafemi's chances? Yes, I do. And then the next one, it is Wolverine and Deadpool. Now, if we ever have these guys in a triple threat match, these guys cannot die. Like literally cannot die at all. But I still like Obafemi's chances. Brock Lesnar, if you know, you know. And then we have this dude, Vince McMahon. Now, if Vince McMahon was head of NXT, he would have put Obafemi to the shelf. He would have been dusty, but I think Obafemi will ignore Vince McMahon and just be dominant. And then we have Shrek. Yeah, Shrek. He is 1-0 against in wrestling matches, but I still like Obafemi's chances. And then we have Ash's Greninja with that big shuriken on his back, and I still like Obafemi's chances, but like I said before, I have with the NXT Championship, I have this dude Ricky Saints as NXT Champion. Like I kind of see that, but like you can also have Javon Evans like later in the future, but come like just by my knowledge, it should be Ricky Saints. In my last video, Bianca and Naomi were women's tag team champions, and in the last video, I actually predicted this. It'll be Liv and Raquel, and and I think, how long was this? Like weeks later, yeah, it was. This was like weeks later, like 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, we had this. Yeah, it happened with Dominic Mysterio interfering just a little bit, but not a lot. But that brings the question: who's going to dethrone Who's going to dethrone this champion? Now, here's what Scientist Zap said. He said it will be Sol Ruka and Zarya. Now, here it is. For some reason, I don't believe it, and I think here's the reason why. Because I don't watch NXT, I don't know how good they are as a tag team. But if this ever happens, this is gonna be like on the. I'll be happy, and this is actually on the table of dethroning Liv and Raquel, but I have someone else. I have the Kabuki Warriors, which is because like lately Damage Control and Liv and Raquel, they just have good chemistry together. And who else? Oh yeah, we also have the Wyatt Six, and those are Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. If that ever happens, um, but yeah, that's really it. And then let's talk about Lyra Valkyria, which is the women's intercontinental champion. Now, in Santi Zap's video, he said it was going to be Bailey. Yeah, he replaced this with Becky Lynch, but I still think we have a dominant Shayna Baszler going out for the women's intercontinental championship because she should be treated like a champion. She should be treated like a better version of Ronda Rousey. But right now she's not doing anything. But yeah, so let's talk about the US women's champion, which is Chelsea. No, let me do it. Chelsea Green. It's not that good. But now in my last video and Santos App's last video, we just said the greatest wrestler that starts with the letter Z, Zelina Vega, is going to dethrone the women's US champion Chelsea Green. This we're not spending no time on this. And then let's talk about Tiffany Stratton. I almost forgot who it was next. Okay, now Tiffany Stratton is currently in a program with Charlotte Flair, which is Science Zap's prediction of who that is that who he thinks that should dethrone Tiffany Stratton. Okay, but But I actually have someone else. Now, in my last video, I did say it would be Jade Cargill, which is a heel Jade Cargill coming back, dethroning Tiffany Stratton, and then that's really it. Blah blah blah. And okay, and now for some reason, now here is the reason. I'm gonna change this only because of a few reasons. One, I don't know if Jay Cargill's a heel or not. Two, I don't know if my replacement for Jay Cargill is a heel or not. And three, in that person, it is Naomi. Yeah, Naomi. Yeah, I think Naomi is most likely going to be a heel because of what is going on. She actually attacked Jay Cargill, and I don't know if Jay Cargill is a heel. Like, we need more seeds, and yeah, that's really it. And then let's talk about the World Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Now, Rhea Ripley was champion in my last video, and then Santi Zach. You know who Santi Zach predicted? Oh yeah, in my last video, I did say it was going to be Roxanne Perez, but Santi Zach predicted Io Sky, and then out of the blue, bro, this happened just in the snap of his fingers. This just happened with Io Sky actually dethroning Rhea Ripley. It wasn't no PLE. It wasn't in like just anything. It was just a regular match on Raw, and then this happened. Now, Sansa Zap is now going to say Bianca Belair. Guess what? I'm gonna stick with Bianca Belair, and here's the reason why. Okay, one, she is undefeated at WrestleMania. She should be treated like an Undertaker type version of like a women's Undertaker. And then another reason why is that how WWE is unexpected with title changes. It doesn't matter if it's a heel, if it's two heels going against each other, if it's going to be two faces going against each other. It doesn't matter. I think that's going to happen. and then we're gonna have more title feuds, like probably with her and Naomi or something. I think that's going to happen. Okay, now we're in the men's tag team division, and let's talk about the War Raiders. Now the War Raiders has won the championships off of Finn Balor and JD. Now we're in the groove of the War Raiders championship reign, which is they're in a program with who is it? American Made. Yeah, I almost said Alpha Academy, but like I just had to say like no, it's not Alpha Academy, it's American Made. But I'm sticking with our prediction, me and Santi's prediction, which is the New Day. Yeah, heel New Day going in WrestleMania as tag team champion. No, winning the championships off of the War Raiders at WrestleMania. I think that's the actual prediction. And then let's talk about DIY. Okay, now DIY are the WWE Tag Team Champions on SmackDown, and lately I just been really stuck, and you know, Sanchez thinks it's the Street Profits. Now, heels, just two heels, they don't like each other. That makes sense. But I have someone else better. Now, I don't know if I said this in my last video, but I don't know if I actually said this. Let me think. But either way, I'm just gonna say my prediction. It's the Hardy Boys. Yeah, come on, like the Hardy Boys are way better in NXT because Santi Zap thinks that they're going to be dethroning the NXT tag team champions, which is Fraxium. But no, they are way bigger than NXT. Put them on the main event. Put them on WWE. Like, or just put them on SmackDown. Like, they are so bigger in NXT than NXT because they're like one of my favorite tag teams of all time. They should let TNA and WWE like actually collide together instead of NXT and TNA. Now, in my last video, um, Shinsuke Nakamura was champion. Okay, I still, you guys may know where we're going, but in my last video, I said that Dolph Ziggler was going to dethrone Shinsuke Nakamura because the whole TNA deal, and you know how unexpected WWE can be. And speaking of unexpected, we had this LA Knight winning his second USA championship. Okay, you guys remember what I said in the first part of this video? I said there was a champion that Santi Zev has not talked about yet, and that is the champion LA Knight. And right now, there's no current feuds for him because he just won it 24 hours ago. Well, it's actually not even that 24 hours. It wasn't even 24 hours. Just hours or last night. But here are some predictions that Sanchez might go with. Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, and this is also my predictions. Okay, ready? Jacob Fatu, because he was my prediction and when LA Knight was champion at the first time, and I still see that. Okay, here's another one. The Miz, because the Miz and LA Knight are like in a rivalry, but they sometimes split paths. And then we have Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, right now he's in a program with Randy Orton. Now, if we get a heel Kevin Owens and a face LA Knight going against each other, and just imagine their promos, imagine their wrestling matches, because I feel like Kevin Owens would carry the matches and LA Knight will carry. Well, both of them will carry the promos, and that's how they get the rivalry started. And then here's another one. We have Solo Sikoa. Now, Solo Sikoa, this is if Jacob Fatu doesn't dethrone who is it? LA Knight. And then we have Carmelo Hayes, because Carmelo Hayes is still has some beef with LA Knight. And because if we could see Carmelo Hayes dethroning LA Knight, we could actually see Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes for a title. Okay, and there's another one. We have a heel, which is Drew McIntyre. Listen, Drew McIntyre is one championship away from becoming Grand Slam champion, and that is that championship. That is the USA Championship. If that ever happens, I'll be okay with it. But yeah, those are like one of the Santi's after prediction, and this is also mine, like I said before. But let's talk about a different mid card champion, which is Braun Breaker. Now, Braun Breaker is like in a program with the Judgment Day, and that's why Sunset predicts Finn Balor. Now, for some reason, I don't think it's not going to be Finn Balor. Now, in my last video, I did say it was going to be just a John Cena keep losing his world title opportunities, and then he's gonna get bumped down to the mid card and go against Braun Breaker, which will elevate Braun Breaker to be a future world champion and John Cena to become 17th world champion. Like, it's going to be a downfall, and then he's gonna rise up. But that's not going to happen because we got a lot of shenanigans going, which we're going to talk about very soon. Okay, now I'm switching my prediction to Ilya Dragunov because I think Ilya Dragunov can actually do it because he's been out for months. I think he's ready for a title when he comes back, like, ASAP. He's gonna come back ASAP. He's gonna win that Intercontinental Championship. But lately, I've been thinking, what if this doesn't happen? You guys remember what I said with Bianca and Io Sky? What if they don't follow the rules if it's a heel or a face? What if they just do two heels? And guess what? It's still one of the Judgment Day. And I'm really gonna hate this if this ever happens. It is going to be Dominic Mysterio. Yes, I think it can be Dominic Mysterio if this ever happens. Like, you know how WWE can be so unexpected sometimes? This is the unexpected. This is an unexpected wrestler to win anything. Yeah, so that's really it. But let's talk about the Ring General Gunther. Now, in my last video, I said it was going to be Jey Uso. Sanchez App thinks it's going to be the Yeet Master, Jey Uso. I'm sticking with this. I'm not going to change this. And then let's talk about Cody Rhodes, which is the WWE champion. Now, I may go back to liking Cody Rhodes, but we still gotta talk about a few things. Now, in my last video, I said it was going to be. It can either be Drew McIntyre, it can be The Rock, it can either be. Oh yeah, my last prediction, which was CM Punk winning the Chamber, but we have Cena winning the Chamber, and then we got a heel John Cena, and that is my new prediction. It's not going to be CM Punk. It is not going to be The Rock. It is not going to be Drew McIntyre. It is heel Cena. Now, you guys remember what I said? I don't know if I like Cody Rhodes, but I may like Cody Rhodes after what happened at Elimination Chamber. I don't know if I like John Cena no more because he's been a big inspiration to me. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's my number one, and yeah. So John Cena is the one to dethrone Cody Rhodes. Okay, y'all, that is the end of the video. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to Multiverse Lovers, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm on spring break. You're going to see a lot of videos from me. Okay, and you're going to see 2K25 very soon. Okay, bye. Get out of here.